Hello and welcome to this tutorial on Twogere, online platform that connects experts and service providers all over Africa to the public. So I'm going to go to the site www.twogere.com and just takes a second to load. So this is basically the home page. It's a very short page, and as you can see, just gives brief information about Twogere and the about two concepts basically. If you need to consult, meet live experts, and secondly, if you're a company, an organization, and you want to reach further, or you just want to start up your company, this is one way that you could expand by launching a virtual office. So that's basically really what this platform is about. So down here you see a bit more information, and as we can read here, it says Twogere is a live meeting platform for face-to-face consultations with experts without the prior need to know either party's personal contact information. So this is the key distinction between Twogere and any other platform that's out there. What we've built into this platform is the ability to just hook people up. And I'm looking for an expert, I want to talk to a consultant, somebody, and I don't know their personal contact, because right now for me to have a conversation with somebody key, really I would need to have either be on their social media, which has really been designed for private conversations, my WhatsApp or my Facebook, more or less are for my you find they're not so I wouldn't want them to be publicly available, and this is what happens with a lot of experts in the world, and especially in Africa. Our MPs and a lot of the experts, you will not find them publishing their private information, and yet that's really the only way that you're going to have to get meaningful contact with them. So Twogere jumps over all those barriers by providing anonymous, private, and secure virtual meeting rooms, a very simple way that experts can create profiles and then get online or offline at will. So this is what we're going to be getting into. So the second concept is launching your virtual office. So you have a team and you want, they're probably located in different physical locations. This is one way that you can have them under one account, so that clients, when they just come, they're able to select your office, and then they'll see all the members of your team, and depending on who is online or who is offline, they can engage in face-to-face meetings anywhere in the world. So this is very, 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 very powerful concept behind Twogere. So down at the bottom you see these two buttons on the left hand side, or on the right hand side there's one that takes you right into the meeting room. These are links for more information, so I'm going to push the learn more button that takes us to another basically information page that, for information purposes, we've said meet live experts or launch your virtual office. So typically any business, you're looking at access to justice lawyers. Are you looking at Twogere can be as an e-learning platform, access, if you want to have tutors and apprentice opportunities, sponsors, they can basically get online. Any category of experts, telehealth, you're looking at remote care, health experts, doctors. Traditionally we're talking about psychiatrists. Also we have provision for employment opportunities, so you can take part in live opportunities, meet any business people in the entire region. So this is just to give you a bit more information. E-government, this is also a very convenient way to directly access key government representatives. So the idea of privacy, anonymity, and the ease with which an expert can actually enter a virtual meeting room and then without necessarily having shared the personal information. This is basically what makes this a premier expert network that is going to be attractive as we go ahead. So there are very many other services, there's the ability to pay, the secure meetings. We get into all this. So, but just as we mentioned, when you scroll down, the quick start. So once you're familiar with the platform, you'll be hitting this to go directly into the meeting room. But to look into the quick start link here, this is just going to open up, once you're familiar with the platform, what are the steps that you take, basically as an advanced user, or what are the steps that you take to basically use your virtual meeting room. So for experts, it will give you the steps that it takes you to join and create a profile if you're a company, an institution. But for a client, it's just two steps, basically 3 steps. Once and as you can see up here, it says first enter your virtual meeting room by clicking the begin meeting button. So let's go right into the virtual meeting room and see. So it's going to open very, very fast. And this is basically the virtual meeting room. It detects it's your first time. We say welcome to your virtual meeting room, and then the menu links will pop up as everything has finished loading. We're currently in a World Cup season, so you can see this background logos. This can be changed at will. So this is basically the category menu. So I'm going to click this, and it's going to load the different categories that are available. So as a client, this is where I'll be going. And so if I want to see the different virtual offices that are online, if I want to see the different categorizations of the experts, so all these are quick links just for convenience, if you're looking for health experts, education, but ideally all the individual experts will be found under this. So if I'm looking for people who have registered individually, this is where I'm going to go to find them. So if somebody's has registered as carpenter, electrician, depending on whatever category, you can come in here and select them. So at the bottom here, I'm just going to cancel out of that and go back to the main menu. So back to the virtual office, says concept. So as a company, you're going to be, categories will show up. Now, right now we just have 3 categories popping up. Now there are more categories I'll be showing you, but what happens is that depending on the ones that are filled up, that's what's going to show up. So others are hidden because there are no companies registered under them yet. So let's just hit the IT consultants, so I can show you under the Twogere online. So this is basically now the Twogere company, just to show you what the profiles look like. So it's going to pull down the different profiles that are registered under that company. So as a client, I would be basically hitting the company I'm looking for, and or under the category, I would select a category. In this case, I selected IT consultants, and then I look at the different companies that are registered under there. And so I can see under Twogere right now there are about 5 profiles registered, and this is now the distinction. So between who is online and who is offline. So as you can see right now, Rachel's profile is showing a countdown timer, and the label here saying online, meaning that she's actually online, and this timer is telling you how much time she has available. So she has about just slightly over 1.5 hours right now online for calls. The rest are offline, as you can see. So if I want to get a bit more information, there's this information button I can click to see who this is. And what's important is the Twogere meeting time. So as you can see, Alex is actually a lawyer, and he's in Kenya. So this is what we're talking about, virtual offices. You can have your team in different areas. This person is in Priscilla is in Mukere, Jeff is in Bugolobi, but they're different locations, but they're all under one company here. So basically the concept of virtual offices is very important. So you can also be a client can see the different meeting times when these people will be available. So for Priscilla here, it's weekdays, afternoon and evening, that's when she's available. Jeff, it's quite different. Down here you can also see more information about any consultant that you're interested in. So if I was to get into a meeting, all I would do is just push this.
Please confirm to begin the meeting.
Like to meet with the consultant right now, and that's basically what it takes. And once I confirm this, then the meeting begins.
As you
as
wish.
simple as that. So no exchange of personal information. I didn't need to have Rachel's private email or WhatsApp or social media account or phone number to begin a face-to-face conversation with her. So that's the big idea behind Twogere. And so this is going to be helpful at getting a number of key experts, as we saw in our help on the site online. If I can just go back there. By the way, I'll just show you here. There's this quick help button which when I press it opens up the quick start. So that's also a very quick link to take you back to the quick start guide. But again, remember, from the learn more page, experts under different categorizations here, people who are typically difficult to find, because right now you might, we know all the institutions that are available, there are banks, there are ministries, government agencies, but getting to know who is inside, who is influential, who can I talk to, that's a challenge that we have in Africa, because because of the issue of, and all over the world, the issue of me not wanting to publish my personal information. It makes it very difficult to actually meet people who actually need my services. So this is a very simple way that I can actually access. Rachel is an innovations engineer, and that's all I need to know. She's a team leader. That's all I need to know for me to just begin a meeting with her. So as simple as that. That's the concept behind Twogere. So just to show you again, I want to hit the side menu here, and what the side menu here is for, this is later on for experts. So basically, if I'm an expert, I'm going to come here and authenticate the room, and this is basically how I more or less log in, because to avoid impersonation, you use your mobile phone. So I'm going to just punch in here just to show you what it means, because right now I can't get online. And also if I wanted to, just before I do that, if I wanted to create a profile, because if we go back to the quick help guide, let me just close this and open it from here again. So under the quick start, the steps for me to to join in as an expert, it will tell you that authenticate the room by following these steps. So which is just what I'm going to show you. So when you authenticate, that allows you to be able to create a profile and actually get online and go offline. So right now there's no way I can create a profile, because the room doesn't, we don't know who, it doesn't know who I am. So it's basically treating me as an anonymous user. And you can see anybody can have a meeting with any expert. I didn't need to do any authentication to enter a meeting with Rachel, as you saw. All I did was just click the button that was showing that she was available, and that's all it takes to start a meeting. But if I was an expert getting online, this is what I would do. I'd click here and then punch in my number and push verify, and what it does, it now asks me, sends a pin to my phone. Yes, so that's 5873. So once I punch it in, the phone is verified, and now this room is authenticated, and that authentication is going to ask me,
would you like to stay logged into this computer?
Your device, would you like to stay logged in? So I'm going to cancel out of this. But if
okay, wish you a fruitful session.
Then we go ahead and push the yes, so that you can be remembered. That enables you not to have to repeat the authentication step every time you come onto your computer. So the next time I come into, if I was to push yes, next time I come into this virtual meeting room, it would basically remember me. So this is the button that you push to get online as an expert. Once I push that, it asks me to choose a meeting time, how long I want to be online, and I can select how long I want to be online right there. And then there is a settings button here, and this gives you a bit more options. If I want to inform clients when I'll next be online, I can push that, and then ask, I can tell clients, hey, on Wednesday at in the afternoon I'll be online. So that's going to set the return time on my profile, and I'm going to show you that. I actually didn't get to show you that, but if we were to go back to the previous profiles under virtual offices here, under IT consultants, you can basically see that under Twogere Care, so this is a company, you can basically see that for those who are offline, it's going to show you for the expert profiles that are currently offline, the return time would show here. So on my profile, when clients see, it will show offline and then show the return time here, the return date, and you know what I've said. I wanted to also just show you, now that I've logged in, this is how my profile looks to me, because this is me who's logged in. So it's slightly different from other profiles, because the others show either online or offline. When I came in the first time, it was just showing offline. So once you authenticate, since this is my profile, it now gives me a bit more options. You can see here I can, for example, this is for setting a meeting pin. So if I push that, I can set a pin on my profile, meaning that when clients click my profile, it's going to ask them what for a pin. And so if I set this to say happy days, that's a pin, and I confirm. So what it does is it sets a pin on this profile. So when I get online, clients are going to have to know what this pin is. So if I'm expecting maybe specific clients to talk to me, then I can actually set that. Right now you can see Rachel's profile has no pin. That's why when you click,
please confirm to start the meeting.
To begin the meeting. When you confirm, the meeting
as you
starts,
wish,
without asking for a pin. But now once you set a pin, then it's going to ask you for a pin. And now this is you can see the icon changes, and I can remove I can remove the pin as easily as that. This is for payments. If I want to set payments, would you like to enable payments on your profile? This is the same. So once I set that, I set a fee. What that means is that before clients enter a meeting room, it's now this obviously doesn't work for anonymous clients. Clients would definitely have to authenticate their room, and then it would use whatever payment mechanism. Here in Africa, we typically use mobile money, so it would you need to have money on your account, on your mobile money account, before you can access an expert. So I could actually set enable pay, Twogere Pay. So this would enable payments on my profile. I'd set a fee, and depending on my currency, now here I'm in Uganda, so it is going to ask me, look for the local currency, which is UGX. So anytime before somebody asks to enter a meeting room with me,
please confirm to begin the meeting.
It will request, it would ask for confirmation that if I want payments to be the consultation fee to be deducted from my account.
As you wish.
That's just to show you another option. Then the information option, once you click here, you get a bit more options. As since this is my profile, it's going to have this clock, which allows me to extend the display time for this profile, and then also the ability to delete and remove this profile. So that's all under my item. Okay, so I just want to show you quickly also how easy it is to create a profile. So again, back to the guide, it will tell you here to join as an expert. Open the menu, and then on any, just look for the add a plus kind of button. So for example, when I'm on the menu, if I wanted to add myself under this category of individual experts, I'll just click in there, and then this is the plus, this new profile button is what I would press, and then it would pull out the this form. So this form is not going to appear if you haven't authenticated. Once you authenticate the room, then you're able to join in, select a location, the country where you are, the category you want to be under. Maybe I'm a carpenter. Then push a few information. Now this is the information that's going to appear on your profile. Again, also here it gives you the option of adding a meeting pin and uploading a picture, and finally you get the option to select the days that you're available for meetings. So maybe I'm available Monday, Wednesday, weekends, public holidays, and afternoon. So, and then finally the profile display time. So once I push that, then your profile is uploaded. So it's as simple as that. Very minimal information, enough just to give clients a little bit of history about you. The process is the same. If I want to register an upcoming event, for example, I have a conference, something. This is again from the quick start guide here. You can use your live meeting room as a direct marketing platform to advertise upcoming events. So again, the same process. I just push this new events button, and this is very helpful. So I can post an event, where it's located, the category. Is it a conference? Is it a lecture? Is it a networking event? The name of the event, when the date is. I can select the date of the event. I can select push in the duration of the event, number of days, upload a photo, and then the days I'll be available to discuss. So if I have an event maybe in 3 months, I can say I want to be available every day for 1 month, and so that's for interviews. And every time I get online, that event profile basically is set online, and clients can just click it, see them online, jump into the meeting room, see there's this event, click and have direct conversations with me. So that's also another the same concept with job interviews. I can basically just come in, and depending on who I want to I want to employ, I just come and basically select the industry, and say I'm looking for an administrative assistant. This is the name of my company, the title, the duration of the assignment, maybe push up a logo, and the days that I'm available for interviews. So very simple, very simple. I publish that, and then clients just come see, I've posted a job, I'm available online, I want to carry out interviews there and then. Very simple. I don't have to spend time waiting for CVs and all that, doing too much advertising. Just sit at the comfort of my home, my office, and I'm able to carry out live interviews with prospective employees. So that's amazing. And anybody can actually you can interview people anywhere, as long as they have internet connection, as long as they have access to the web, and to this virtual meeting room. They'll be able to see whatever you've posted. So it's quite interesting to talk about virtual offices. There's still the process is the same. You just come, select, and then there's this plus. Now for virtual offices, there's a bit more, 2 or 3 steps. Basically pick an option. Now because I've loaded, I'm already logged in. I've already created a virtual office before, but this is basically a step. The first step is I'll push this, and it will ask me to feed in a unique business name. So I'll say maybe Apples Incorporated, and then right after that, this is what I wanted to show you earlier. It will ask you for a business category. So if you remember, when you looked at the virtual offices, it was just showing you only 3 offices, and this is what I was telling you earlier, that there are many categories, but depending on which are filled in, only those that are filled in will show up. So I have Apples, maybe that's under, I'll say maybe that's under food, something to do with foods. Where is this? Food and nutrition. So I'll select that category. Then once, it's 3 steps. Once I select a category, then I'm able to add staff profiles. So that's the idea behind creating a virtual office. I select a unique business name, pick out the category, and then fill in my staff members. So, and this is very important. You need to fill in their names, the department, their mobile numbers. So this is I'm the one who is creating the company, and I'm the one who, the person who creates the company is the one who is responsible for creating staff, adding staff profiles to a company. So, but you have to fill in their mobile number so that only them can authenticate and get their profiles online. You can't do it for them. And also punch in their staff working email. This is for Twogere notifications. So notifications will be sent to them if clients set alerts on their profiles. And I just wanted to actually show you what that is. If we go back to the virtual offices, and we look at the under IT consultants, the Twogere company, for those individuals who are offline. Okay, so for those individuals who are offline, I can actually set an alert on a profile, and this is very interesting. So Alex is offline right now. I can send a quick note and set an alert, basically get I can punch. Now since I'm logged in, once I punch in here a message, he will receive that message. And for anonymous users, it will ask you for an email, basically. And that's basically used to notify you when the expert gets back online. And at the same time, when you set an alert, the expert gets notice that you have clients who would like to consult with you. So hopefully he can get back online as soon as possible. Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to show you. Just to go back to the process of adding a virtual office again, when you come under virtual offices and I push the new, it's going to ask you again, select a new, I mean create a new virtual office or add staff profiles. So when it detects that this button will be active once you've created your virtual office. So when you push this, I can now add, at will, more staff profiles. So I have 2 companies that I created here. So if I look at under the Twogere online, I can now go and add an additional company staff. So you can create the company, add one. By default, it will request you have to add at least 1 profile before it can actually confirm and submit and create the company for you. So you can always do that, and then later on come and add more of your company staff. Okay, so that's it. And once I've logged in again, here is the button that I push to get online as an expert. Once I have my profiles online on my own profile, then I can actually go ahead and get online. And once I push this button, clients will be able to see my profile and see that I'm available for meetings. So thank you for taking your time, and look forward to having you on